request Shri Swine to please take the session ahead. Good luck.
Yeah, thank you very much. Evening to all of you. I mean, what an audience. I've been speaking around Asia Pacific as a motivational speaker, but I've never seen audience. I mean, joined at 5 o'clock and still continuing with full vigor and vitality. That's wonderful. So feel very happy. And I was thinking, how to start the session. We will keep it short, and so that the next session will get little time. And these are all established entrepreneurs. I'm very happy to, be a moderator. It's an opportunity for me to learn also, because what they have achieved in very short time. I mean, kudos to all of you. I was just going through your company, your vision, your mission, the kind of activities you are doing. It's really wonderful. So what we will do is that, because it's 8 o'clock, 9 to be specific. So what we'll do, 2 minutes each of you to tell your journey to the audience, any difficulties you face. And then, again, it comes back to me. Then I will ask you a few questions looking at the time. The questions will be how to scale up. So I'm giving you a hint so that, you will be prepared with your answers. It's very difficult to ask, practitioners and entrepreneurs to answer questions within limited time. The scale up, what are the options available to young entrepreneurs, because many young entrepreneurs will be listening to you as role models. And second, what are the funding opportunities? Does funding plays an important part? Should they go to venture capitalists, crowdfunding, angel funding? What kind of funding? What's your way of approaching things, and any advice in your journey which you have discovered later part? So these are the two questions, and third might be your generic comment, any piece of notes to the entrepreneurs. That's what this schedule is all about. So what we will do is that, so without going into much detail, but I have done some research on your companies. So let me just open my sheet and then, yeah. So we will start from, what is the format? We will start from here or okay. So over to you, sir. I think you can start and share your, the journey to the audience. Yeah.
Namaskar, Jai Jagannath. I am Prashant Panigrahi, Managing Director, Gayatri Solar. I am a solar entrepreneur, and proud that I am a ODI solar entrepreneur. I have worked in the solar industry since 1993, when solar was nothing. And now, at that time I had a dream that every household must have a solar system. And now the dreams, it is coming to a shape. So now my dream is to, not for the execution part. Now, fortunately, recently, yesterday I got information. There are 800 vendors registered in the Surya Ghar Yojana. It's a wonderful, fantastic news for me. Now we have started the venture for production of the solar inverters, solar structures, because wherever the solar module may manufacture, it has to come and to be placed on a platform. So we are doing a lot of innovative things. What I believe in two simple line for any MSME or a startup is a techno-savvy thing where it can be rocketed something, and MSME is a platform where you have to survive, sustain, and give a correct platform to industry for the survival. And Odisha is, and particularly ODIs, are very enthusiastic, very capable. We are all can do wonders. And the minus point is our system, our support system, what sir has told about the funding and other thing. Every entrepreneur or in the board, in the dais, all are present here. They must be agree to my point. Vitamin M, that is the funding or the money power required for any MSME or startup, played a vital role. One formula I know and I believe: hard work, and hard work is the only answer and solution for any success of any industry. Parallelly, the government support system, media support system, I am giving a, rather I will request interview times. I am very thankful that they have invited. I will request interview time to become a bridge between the entrepreneurs and the ecosystem. Because if Orissa could develop 1 lakh entrepreneur, all the engineers, all the technician on solar, there is a 100 megawatt of scope recently planned by the government for Odisha in near future. So who will maintain that? System will be coming from different zones. Finally, it has to be maintained. So in tier 2 and tier 3 cities, if 1 lakh female and male means male technicians or engineer and lady technicians and engineers, if could be organized, developed, and they could be penetrated to the market, that could be the national pool of technician from our Odisha. And for the skill industries, those who are already in place by Government of India and Government of Odisha, as a very open forum, I am saying this, the level of technology or the training given to them, they are not industry pro. One must be ready, say for example, a plumber is there, he must fit a pipe in an apartment or he should know how to tight it. Now the solar industry, the technicians who are coming from the skill units, they don't know anything. So how a industry can absorb them? So these correction need to be done and in a hand-holding pattern. It is not blaming one or other, it is a teamwork. If we want to grow our Odisha industrial sector, solar sector, booming sector, then I have only one request, media, the venture capitalists, the fundraisers, the institutions, and we, the industry players, should be in a cohesive forum so that it can be operative and we can reach to a level. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Prasant sir. Before we go to the next panelist, with your permission, I will just share some of the data about Odisha. When I was listening to Dr. Behera, Honorable Member of Parliament, he talked about the maritime history of Odisha. When once upon a time, I used to do a lot of research, so I used to feel very surprised. Once upon a time, Odias are the best entrepreneurs in the world. We are regular to, specifically in particular Southeast Asia countries. But suddenly what happened, everybody is going for job. Doing job is not bad. I also do the job, I'm also an entrepreneur. But little bit of data about Odisha. Odisha is having 34% share of the country's total reserves in iron ore, chromite 96%, bauxite 51%, nickel 92%, coal we are the second largest. We have 30 districts, 314 blocks, 317 tehsils. Our age is 89, that's our founding year. 500 kilometer length, width is 1030 kilometer, elevation we have 900 meters. We have a humble per capita income $2,000. GDP is almost 100 billion $. Literacy rate is very, very good, 79%, not bad. And sex ratio is also very good, 1063,000. So, I mean, we are everywhere doing very well. So what is required to promote this entrepreneurial ecosystem? So with this background note, now over to you, sir, please.
I would like to thank Interview Times for arranging this National CEO Conclave. I think it is one of a unique venture that is happening in the coastal city of Bhubaneswar, Odisha. I would also like to congratulate my co-panelist and the moderator of the session and the esteemed dignitaries sitting in front of me who have graced the occasion in a very impactful way, and the type of discussions and the cumulative efforts they have put in to surge ahead. So it creates a empathetic atmosphere with an adrenaline rush. So I represent Aquapulse as MD and CEO. We are a fast level aquatech company. As my previous co-panelist was saying about, and the moderator was saying about this VC ecosystem in Odisha, I would like to start with numbers first. If you see, Indian startup ecosystem has been blessed with 12 billion USD funding, but the funding in Odisha is 5 million USD. It is 0.04%. So imagine the startup ecosystem and what sort of lacking practices we are serving. See, VCs in a tier 3 city like Bhubaneswar have never shown interest, and Odisha is developing incubators. So SOA, KIT, and all these universities are incubating. So there is no need to incubate ideas. There is a need to incubate funds. As my co-panelist says, vitamin M. I think I heard the right word. So vitamin M doesn't come from incubators. It comes from impactful venture capitalists, be it deep tech, be it agri-tech, be it sector agnostic funds. So this funding pattern has degraded in Odisha because of certain diplomatic barriers, because of like understanding issues. And when I left my job working in a lucrative propositions, I thought that starting where to start? To start in Bhubaneswar or to settle in Bangalore and start my own startup entity. So this thought created ripples. So I thought that rather than chasing a easy thing, I should chase a difficult thing and start the funding pattern in Bhubaneswar and get rid of the opportunities that are lying as obstacles in front of us. So in many venture capitalists I have seen evolved over the years. I have some huge networks and friends with VC ecosystems, be it venture debt or venture capital. So they have never considered Odisha as an impactful player. And the documentation skills, the type of incubators that are present in the ecosystem are not only lagging behind, contrasting to the Europe's or USA's or even the tier 1 or tier 2 cities. If you see the map of India, even the Bhubaneswar startup ecosystem is still not existent. So this sort of generative thought, and going to the previous panel discussion, I was automotive AI and all these things. So AI is something that infused in startup ecosystems makes startup powerful. But the core, I think some panelists, to be honest with them, they lost one important aspect of AI. So AI is not about artificial intelligence. It's a sum of ancestral intelligence and artificial intelligence. As our Honorable Member of Parliament said also regarding Prime Minister Modi sir. So what is happening is that ancestral intelligence infused with artificial intelligence leads to perfect intelligence. So that hierarchy of thoughts in Odisha startup ecosystem is lagging behind, and the startup ecosystem has been a drought, you can say, or a sand-driven ecosystem. So this startup ecosystem should be accompanied by people who can drive the sector. We don't need incubators. We need VC ecosystem to be coming to Odisha, and this 5 million USD comparing to the 12 billion USD that is raised by other startups in India is 0.04%. It's a very poor number, and we are lagging behind. And I think my co-panelists who are also driving their own startups, they must be infusing thoughts and moments into this discussion. So where the real pool and the real development change, we have to depict a change, and that change that should be mattering. So this sort of national CEO conclave based on startups and MSME should be fostering growth rather than diminishing thoughts for actions or food for actions. So I rest my thoughts on this and like to pass upon the discussion to my next co-panelist.
Yeah, Abhishek ji, thank you. Before Avinash ji comes in, see, our panelists are basically, I was going through their profile and the company. It starts from solar. So Prashant ji, when speaks about solar, it is my first company when I started my career after MBA, British Petroleum. So I feel very happy to listen, and then, our panelists are fintech, cybersecurity. So this is basically the panel. Now, Odisha has come up a long way. Now, we must be having around 2,100 startups. Around 2,100, but the planning was to have 5,000 by 2025. That's what, as per the information. And all over India, if you see, we have done a fabulous job in startup. 1,80,000 almost we have, as per the DPIIT, information. Not bad, so Avinash ji, with this background, what's your take from your company lens?
Yes.
Yeah, over to you.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, my respected dignitaries and my co-panelist. I'm Avinash Shahu, and this co-founder and CTO of Bonvi Aero. ମୁଁ ହେଉଛି ଗୋଟେ ଡ୍ରୋନ୍ ପ୍ରନର୍ ଆମେ ଲାଷ୍ଟ 10 ବର୍ଷ ହେଲାଣି ଡ୍ରୋନ୍ ଡେଭଲପ୍ କରି ଆସୁଥିଲୁ ଫର୍ ଇଣ୍ଡିଆନ୍ ଆର୍ମି ଆଣ୍ଡ ଏବେ 2021ରେ ଆମେ 4 ଜଣ ଓଡ଼ିଆ ପିଲା ବାଙ୍ଗାଲୋରରେ ଥିଲୁ ଆଣ୍ଡ ବାଙ୍ଗାଲୋରରୁ ଆମେ ଭାବିଲୁ आमे गोटे लार्ज स्केल ड्रोन बनैबा जो ड्रोनटा पाखापाखि 50 रु 60 किलो पेलोड को क्यारी करि परिबो आउ आमर सिटी ट्रैफिक को दूर करि परिबो किछिटा जो लॉजिस्टिक्स अछि टियर 1 सिटी रे ताकू दूर करि परिबो जेते बेले मु निजे I went to Ladakh for army trial and there like I myself got stuck in a hill during the winter time. मो पाखे मो सहित पाखापाखि 10 जन आर्मी लोक थिले आर्मी रो फौजी रो किछि जवान माने थिले सेमानक पाखकु सामान किछि भी खाइबा जिंस पहुंची पार नथला and we were stuck for 1 month in that desert hill with snows and the roads blocked and everything. We are stuck for 1 month. Then there I thought rather I go and solve that issue in the tier 1 cities where like millionaires billionaires are sitting and they want something in 10 minutes. Why not I should solve the issue here in Ladakh, here for an Indian army who is not getting the ration foods in winters when the roads are blocked. The battalions are running fine but the forward outpost is disconnected. तो सेठू आम माइंड आइडिया आसिला कि आमे गोटे लार्ज स्केल ड्रोन बनेवा जेटा से बटालियन रु नहीं कि गोलाबारूद रु नहीं कि मेडिसिन रु नहीं कि खाइबा पीबा से फॉरवर्ड आउटपोस्ट पहुंची परिबो एंड देन वी थॉट ऑफ डेवलपिंग दैट इंस्टेड ऑफ डेवलपिंग दैट इन बैंगलोर वी केम टू ओडिशा बिकॉज आमे 4 जन ओडिया ही थिलु एंड वी थॉट लेट्स एक्सप्लोर ओडिशा एंड कम टू ओडिशा एंड लेट्स डू समथिंग हियर एंड इट वाज very lessly believable by everyone that in India anyone can develop a large scale drone which can carry 50 kg. I'm talking about back in 2021 when the in India drone was flying in a very smaller category. You समस्त जानी थी छोटे छोटे कैमरा नहीं कि फ्लाई करे ड्रोन छोटे छोटे पेलोड कैरी करे आमे सेते बेले कथा possible here in India. We proved it. आमे प्रूव करके देखलु ओडिशा माटी रे 50 केजी फर्स्ट लिफ्ट करिथिलु एंड आई वुड थैंक आवर ऑनरेबल प्राइम मिनिस्टर जी हमको नहीं की गले पेरिस रे बैक इन 2021 विवाटेक पेरिस रे हमको नहीं रिप्रेजेंट करेले अ स्टार्टअप फ्रॉम ओडिशा फ्लू फ्रॉम भुवनेश्वर टू पेरिस एंड शोकेस दिस टेक्नोलॉजी दैट मीन्स कहिबार अर्थ एटा कि आम ओडिया एंटरप्रेन्योर मानक पाखरे बहुत एनर्जी अछि आमको ताकू फुल पोटेंशियल रे यूज करिवार अछि आजिका दिन रे 2021 रे हमें ड्रोन डेवलप कलु रिसर्च एटा बहुत डीप टेक थिला इट वाज नॉट अ कन्वेंशनल बिजनेस एटा गोटे रिसर्च करी कि वी हैड टू ब्रिंग समथिंग आउट ऑफ द टेक्नोलॉजी दैट कैन बी यूटिलाइज्ड इन रियल लाइफ सिनेरियो as on today I'm just landed today in Bhubaneswar from Ladakh. I was there in last 5 days. As on today every 3 hours in a day our drone is flying across Himalayan borders. Even as in this time also it is flying. I just texted my team one assignment I gave and I just came to this panel. It is flying and it is solving the real life problems. So yeah, here I would like to say the opportunity is there, the energy is there. Ame mane young, amo pakhre time waste kariya pai there is no time to waste time. We need to work hours and hours. Definitely we need good amount of rest jeti kamuku dorkar say 8 hours sleep but we should avoid other unnecessary things and work on the technology fund everything is present. Likewise we got the funding from Silicon Valley. We got the we were the winner of Meet the Draper season 6, so we got the $3 million funding from Silicon Valley from US to Odisha. That means it is possible. Everything depends on us and definitely we all will be getting that very soon. Thank you.
Avinash ji, what you are doing is wonderful. You know, like Bonvi, I think you have a world record, 19,000 feet.
Yes. We that's the world record we got. The heaviest payload lifted at highest altitude, and so far in world we are the only company who has lifted 30 kg at 19,000 feet altitude.
Wonderful. I mean, high altitude logistic management, what you are doing is wonderful, and the moment you come to the supply chain management and other areas also, and we have seen the importance of drones in Operation Sindoor and all.
Yes, correct. So
Future
in
belongs to drones only.
In Op Sindoor, like our most of the drones are already deployed in Baramulla, Kukwada, those areas. More than 10,000 feet, up to 19,000 feet were operating. So it is each and every operation we support Indian Army at every corner, as well as the state forces. Recently, we served to CRPF as well in the last month operation, the Maoist operation. Yeah.
Keep moving, and like achieve more heights.
Thank
Now we'll go to Deepak ji. Deepak ji, over to you. Acha, Samit ji, in sequence. I'm sorry, Samit ji. Yeah, over to you.
Hi
You
guys.
you started your journey at the age of 19, I suppose. Huh?
Yes.
So please carry on. Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you everyone to be me on the stage, and wishing you warm evening and happy moments for the time going on. So just about me, I'm coming from a business family. For us, there is no startup and no buzzwords. Just we call a small business at a low scale. And for us, business is all about managing risk. It's not about managing things at a time. So I have started the journey to simplify and solutioning for the small entrepreneurs and small individuals who do live on their paycheck and who do live on their own money. And started with the people of four-member team, and now we are 1,200 plus team member in Pan India. Now we are catering in not only into the payment system, we are catering to the verification and validation suites for the entrepreneurs over the India. Yeah, thank you guys.
Yeah, Deepak ji, over to you. Ladies and gentlemen, we are Indian. We are an Indian first, and then from Odisha. But because this session is particularly focusing on Odisha, so that's how we are addressing. So this is only for your clarification. Over to you. Yeah, Samit ji, Deepak ji.
Good evening to everyone, and thank you so much, all the panelists over here, all the dignitaries, and interview time specially for conducting such a wonderful event. And thank you all the audience to listening, all of us, and all the panelists over here with all of the patients. So the world is going digital, and cybersecurity is not just the feature, it's the foundation. And I am into that business. It's a very confidential in nature by operating that business from Odisha, because we are totally rooted from Odisha and built for the world. And for sharing my journey, when I was just 19 years old, I hacked into Microsoft, I hacked into Facebook, and MasterCard and several other companies found vulnerabilities and reported to them, and got Hall of Fame and bug bounties through bug bounties program, and rewarded with $30,000 when I was just 19 years old in 2014. And from that journey, current days, I am handling more than 5 organizations, having offices in Bhubaneswar as a headquarter, and Noida. Apart from it, today I came from Dubai. We have launched our office in Dubai just 2 days back in Business Bay. And having also subsidiaries in Kenya, that is ThreadSys Kenya Limited. We are offering our services to all GovTech, to all FinTech and NBFCs, including big banks. And we are protecting $1 billion transactions every year. And we are working for First Bank Nigeria, Union Bank Kenya, Zenith Bank, PSB 9 Bank, and several banking industries for monitoring and protecting their data, because it's very sensitive in nature. And coming from the background from Odisha, there was no foundation, there was no backbone from the family background. All the entrepreneurs, they come with only one logic, with the mindset, with the spirit that yes, we can do something. And by giving employment to more than 150 employees and their families, that's the spirit I have within the 30 years of journey of age. If I can do, then anybody else can do it. And with this forum, I just want to tell you that Odisha is on that path to achieve something bigger. I think I also attended the Startup Mahakumbh that was organized by Government of India. So Piyush Goyalji just informed, and during the press conference, it was viral at that point of time, that India is coming up with several number of startups, but the ideas are from delivering products to home. Why not it can be with innovation? Why not it can be with cyber security, AI, the EV and all? If you'll see the statistics and insights, India only consists with 111 unicorns. And we have 1.59 million number of startups registered. So we need to work on that field, how we can make innovation with our services. With that innovation, we have launched our product of Cycle, which can monitor anything 24 into 7 to all the data of different organizations. And it can provide SIM, SOAR, FIM, all SOC solutions all together. I am also into auditing, and you will be happy to know that in Odisha we have different government projects. I think Ravi ji also here. That's Subhadra Yojana, recently BSKY named to Gopabandhu Yojana and other Yojanas. And we are the company, we are protecting the data of all the citizens of Odisha. We are protecting by hacking into the same platform and reporting that, as it cannot be hacked by the hacker. And we are doing with the resilience, with the spirit that yes, we can make the world safer and secure, and make our state also safe and secure. And India can be the biggest place with the cybersecurity innovation. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Deepak ji. I think such a distinguished panel, I mean, it's very difficult to wrap up the session so quickly. I mean, we are just warming up for the, but anyway, I mean, we have got another 2-3 minutes to wrap up so that the next session will start. So what we will do is that idea is important, or execution is important. Everybody know the answer, but we want to listen from your mouth, because you know what you have done within a limited span of time is unbelievable, isn't it? Because in entrepreneurship, action speaks louder than words. So what all of you have done, I feel so proud, you know, to sit here with all of you. It's not easy. And Odisha, you know, tier 2, tier 3 cities, we are coming up with our own issues, challenges, opportunities. Everybody knows. But out of that, you know, few people take the plunge, have the courage, move ahead. Like our Dibajit Bhai, you know, I mean, he's doing a fabulous job. It's not easy. So last, I mean, one minute, please don't mind. 1 minute, idea is important, or execution is important. We will keep the answer positive one. Don't go into your beast mode. So just, you know, just a generic answer, food for thought for the next session, or might be for the organization for the next, you know, so over to you. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. No particular order. You can carry on.
So it's a wonderful question, because for an entrepreneur, if you'll see the idea and implementation and execution, that's very simultaneously needed from the spirit. But the vision that is required to implement that idea properly, with the timeline, with the goal achieved, momentum within the team and inside the entrepreneur mind. So I think idea.
Sorry, Deepakji.
Yes.
Could you please all prioritize 1, 2, 3, so that, you know, the point will penetrate into the audience mind?
Okay.
Because everybody knows the answer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Idea with implementation within the stipulated time. I think that is most important.
Correct, yeah. So, as he said, very true. Idea with implementation is what is required. Where ideas are many. Starting from digging the hole in earth to reaching the Mars, there are a lot of ideas. Everyone is talking about ideas. The major factor here is how you are implementing it, especially with the timeline he's mentioned. Because an idea today is an old idea tomorrow. So how fast we are implementing, how fast we are executing, this is where the energy is required, and everything depends on the execution on the idea. Yep.
Please carry on. Yeah.
So for me, validating a idea and executing on the place where we are looking and the time frame that we have to do is more important than doing any stuff on any idea and executing on any wrong ways.
Yeah. Abhishek.
Yeah. So see, idea is a sort of defined prototype. And that defined prototype changes with the circumstance of the needs of the consumers or the end users. So that idea definition and the implementation and the execution definition is a comparative module where a easy approach is underutilized and the implementation team tracked by your OPEX team that delivers the field team is tracked by a supernomos team. So if I just simplify this, the understanding of the fact is that idea changes based on the requirement of the consumer from time to time, but execution should be done at a prior time on a timely basis so that the dissemination of information of that idea from right source, from the right information point of view, from the right time should be executed and delivered. So this is the umbrella in which idea implementation and execution should work.
Yeah, Prasanji.
Idea is a very basic thing, because without idea you can't do the thing. And execution or implementation are the things which is mandatory for succeeding to a target or a goal. Balancing between idea, visualization, consistent approach, and the time frame in which you have to deliver the product and you have to achieve to the goal is hopefully the answer to this question.
Thank you very much. So we have to cut short the discussions. Let's hope that we'll get more opportunity in times to come. Ladies and gentlemen, I will just conclude in 30 seconds. When I was doing my executive program in Columbia Business School, US, I was thinking, US is doing a fabulous job. But let me tell you, as an Indian, I feel really proud, especially, Modi ji and, the team, what they have done for the country. At least they instill the confidence of, starting ventures. Forget about data, figures, whether we are doing health-wise and all those wise. It's not easy to manage a country of 1.5 billion people where, very few people are paying taxes. I mean, it's very difficult. So we will have more discussion on that, but compliments to the government of India for, doing a fabulous job. And I'm sure, we will do a wonderful job, and these people are example of those things. So thank you, Prasant ji, Divedi ji, Avinash ji, Deepak ji, and Samit ji for a wonderful session. Ideas are important, time is important, execution is important, and rest, the greet and, the gut feeling is also very important. So we will stop here. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for your listening, and thanks, Dr. Dibajit.
Thank you so very much, sir.
Over
And
to
we
you.
are very sorry that for the constraint of time we had to stop. But how wonderfully moderated this very insightful session, Mr. Dindayal Swai. And now I would request our dignitaries to please come upon stage for felicitating the panelists and the moderator of the session.
Ladies and gentlemen, what a fantastic and engaging session that was. We discussed on a range of issues related to startups and MSMEs. And I think this is the right time to think beyond traditional jobs. This is the time to promote startups in order to create better market and job opportunities. We really need to promote such young minds, such amazing startups, and I'm sure with these young minds at the helm, the day is not far away when Odisha will be the startup hub, not just in the Eastern India, but for the entire country. ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କୁ ବହୁତ ବହୁତ ଧନ୍ୟବାଦ startups ଏବଂ MSMEs ଭଳି ଏକ ଗୁରୁତ୍ୱପୂର୍ଣ୍ଣ ବିଷୟବସ୍ତୁ ବିଷୟରେ ଆମ ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କୁ ଆଲୋକପାତ କରିପାରିଛନ୍ତି ଏବଂ ପ୍ରତ୍ୟେକଟି ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟଅପ୍ର ଆରମ୍ଭ ବହୁତ ହି ଚ୍ୟାଲେଞ୍ଜିଂ ଭରା ରହିଥାଏ କିନ୍ତୁ ପରବର୍ତ୍ତୀ ସମୟରେ ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କ ମିଳିତ ଉଦ୍ୟମ ରାଇଟ୍ କାଇଣ୍ଡ ଅଫ୍ ଗାଇଡେନ୍ସ ମେଣ୍ଟରସିପ୍ ହ୍ୟାଣ୍ଡ ହୋଲ୍ଡିଂ ଏବଂ ସଠିକ୍ ସମୟରେ ଗାଇଡେନ୍ସ ମିଳିପାରିଲେ ପ୍ରତିଟି ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟଅପ୍ କମ୍ପାନୀ ସବୁବେଳେ ସଫଳତାର ଶିଖର ଛୁଇଁଥାଏ ସେଥିରେ କୌଣସି ସନ୍ଦେହ ନାହିଁ ଏବଂ ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ସମୟରେ ଓଡ଼ିଶାର ପ୍ରତିଟି ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟଅପ୍ କମ୍ପାନୀସ୍ଙ୍କର ଭବିଷ୍ୟତ ବେଶ ଉଜ୍ଜଳ ଦେଖାଯାଉଛି ଯେଉଁଭଳି ଭାବରେ राज्य सरकार स्टार्टअप नीति एवं एक वाइब्रेंट स्टार्टअप इकोसिस्टम आपणई आशा करुच्ची से इकोसिस्टम वाइब्रेंट इकोसिस्टम एवं स्टार्टअप पॉलिसीज रे ओडिशार अगणित स्टार्टअप कंपनीज बेस आगक बढ़ी पारिबो समस्त को एक भव्य करताली सहित उत्साहित करने अनुरोध करी. And we would also like to take this opportunity to thank Shri Deen Dayal Swai, one of the finest educationists of the state, for wonderfully conducting and moderating the session on startups and MSMEs.
Thank you so very much. And with this, I would request our dignitaries to please stay back on the stage. I will अनुरोध करिया पे चाहिए अतिथि मानू को मंचासीन रहिबे.
तत्सहित मु अनुरोध करने चाहिए